Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey. This is Right Color. This is the reading for February 4th, 2021. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. I'm offering 30-minute readings for $30. All the information is below. And let's get to the reading. Okay. 2, 3. All right. One, two, three. Three of Swords, 6 of coin, and the Fool. All right. Okay, so a lot of people see the Three of Swords as a very negative card. You know, if you read it sort of traditionally, it means, it's about heartache and heartbreak and blah, blah. The Three of Swords is really about creative thinking. Threes are about creativity, and swords are about ideas, about thinking, about thought. You know, swords are in the air. And they're very, it's mental. It's very mental, intellectual, like that. And then we get the 6. And the 6 is about perseverance. And this is a lovely card. It's about charity. It's about giving. It's about receiving also. And then we have the Fool. And the Fool is about new beginnings. The Fool is really interesting. It's the 0. And the 0 is very, 0 is the hardest concept for man to come up with. To understand it wasn't just a placeholder, but it represents nothing, right? So it's the potential of something. In a way, I always sort of relate it to myself. I mean, I'm the reader after all. So okay. Every day I sit in meditation, and my meditation basically is I go into my heart. I begin in my heart. So, because the heart is the center of our energy system. It's a heart chakra, right? So it's right in the middle. It's green or pink. And there's 3 above, 3 below. It's right in the center. 7 chakras, right? It's right in the center. So it's the one that feeds both. It's the one that connects us to the earth and our physical body and our manifestation in this plane into the spiritual plane. It's the 0 point in a way. So I sit in a state of love, right? And I extend the love through my body, through my physical body, through my mind. And if thoughts come up, you just let them go. Oh, I'm thinking of that. Oh, like watching clouds go by in the sky. Until you get to that place of love, and then you radiate the love through your body, through your mind. And once you're steady in that, and once you're like radiating that, sometimes it'll come up as a color. Gratitude also works. You radiate it down to the earth. This is what I do. I radiate it down to the earth. I receive, right? First I send out, then I receive. And I do that a few times. quite a few times, like 10. Yeah, it don't count. However many seems appropriate is however many seems appropriate. And still, until you start feeling um, it back, right? And sometimes it can change the energy. It can make it bigger or warmer, or it can change somehow. And I get colors a lot. I mean, that's why the name of my company is Ripe Color. I get colors a lot. So sometimes the color will change. And then from my heart, I send it up to the angels or God or whatever you want to, my guides, all of them. And I receive back. And by then, I'm enormous. And then I just send it out into the world. So sometimes it's it's kind of a practice of, what am I sending out? It's really about what we're vibrating. I know, whatever. I get it. I really, you know what? This really works, and this works for me. So if I'm sending out fear, I'm going to get fear back. If I'm sending out anger, I'm going to get anger back. If I'm sending out doubt, I'm going to get doubt back. If I send out love, and sometimes, you have to like fool yourself, because I know, like, whatever, if I'm the 0 point, right? And we're all little 0 points. We're all little, and 0 not meaning nothing, 0 meaning, from nothing, everything's created. If I'm the 0 point and I'm sending out as a creator love, I'm going to receive love back. It's like dropping a little pebble in a perfectly round little lake, right? So you drop it in and it ripples out, and then it ripples back, and then it ripples out, and then it ripples back, blah, 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 blah. And I think that's what the message of the day is. So the message of the day is, what do you want to create, right? I give and therefore receive, because they're really the same thing. And how can I make this new? Because if I'm aware that I'm sending out, I don't know, fear, then I'm going to get fear back. If I'm aware that I'm sending out, something negative, whatever. But if I'm sending out something free, and I'm sending out something loving, and I'm sending out stability, I'm sending out clarity, I'm sending out, then that's what I'm going to get back. It's as simple as that. So get better at it as you go. It's practice. It's like the violin. It's like going to the gym. This is how you form a new habit. And for me, I'd done a little earlier reading, right? And as I'm sitting there, it's like it doesn't make any sense. And what I realized was I hadn't meditated before I did the message. I mean, I was sort of reading the cards, but I was just reading the cards. I wasn't getting any like information. And for me, I hope this helps. I really do. I need to be the center of, I am the center of what I'm sending out and what I'm receiving. So it's kind of the difference between, if you're inviting somebody to your house to, I don't know, have lunch or coffee or whatever. I mean, I know no one does anymore, but pretend you are. I'm going to clean the house, right? I'm not going to invite somebody over to like a filthy house. I'm going to invite somebody over to a beautiful, clean house. And then, I make my little coffee, and then we have a little dessert or whatever it is. And I'm giving and I'm receiving, right? Sometimes, it's not like, oh, I gave you a cookie, so, I want you to give me a cookie back. Maybe I'm giving you a cookie And what I'm receiving back is your company. What I'm receiving back is your smile, you know, etc. This is like a new journey, right? So I have to be careful and I have to be mindful of where I am here and what I'm sending out. So that's my take for the day. The other take for the day that I had earlier, it was like, yeah, I was reading the cards, but there was no, it didn't really make any sense, you know. And, you know, it's funny because a lot of times after I do the video and I press the button and then I upload it and then I'm like, oh, you know, I get a deeper meaning of the reading. But it's like I'll be here every, you know, every 10 minutes making a video. And I feel good about this reading. The other reading, I don't feel so good about. So the miracle of technology, right? The miracle of technology. It's like, oh, you know, it's kind of like rewriting your resume or kind of like, you know, making a recipe and then adding another spice at the end. It's like, oh, okay, now it's, you know. So that's my take for the day. I don't know what I'm going to name it. I don't really care. And if you want a one-on-one, all the information is below. Blessings to you. Trust yourself. Trust your inner voice, right? Trust your inner voice. And if you need to redo something or restart something, then that's what you should do. Blessings.